What's up guys, Sabike here with some more Idle Heroes content. Today's episode is going to be talking about the current events and what to look forward to. First off, daily reward, we get these regular dice and 150 gems, which is great. We also finished the interdimensional arena, so we got rewards today for that. Depending on where you ranked is what you get for rewards. Also, make sure with that you go into IDA again and give a like once to a random person in here, or if you know somebody, then give them a thumbs up. I don't know that guy, so don't ask me who that is. But yeah, and then you get free 4-star shards, which are great for building up food. Next, we're going to talk about the island lost. Today's the last day to basically use these compasses. So if you haven't already done so, go ahead and just trade them in. If you're unsure what to get, profit orbs are always a safe bet. If you have less than 300, then go for the heroic summon scrolls, or even the super wishing coins, although it's not that great for that value. So go with gold as the last. None of these two are not really worth to grab. Unless you don't have a Garuda, then it's okay to grab a Volk. But otherwise, just grab Profit Orbs this event. The value package is as standard per every event. Money for more currency stuff, and yeah. Same things with Adventure package. For 50 bucks, you get 5,000 gems, 60 scrolls, and 20 dice, and some VIP XP. And then Ems Adventure, which is the featured event this week. So we're going to go ahead and buy all 30 of these because we are going to be doing some dice rolls. But first, let's go ahead and talk about the heroes in the shelter mission at the moment. So of course you got Unimax 3000, which is an amazing warrior, which I am going to try and get. There we go. Never use great tier heroes to trade in for these. Just build up Fada hero and then trade it in. It's important to do shelter missions whenever you can because you get these adventure dice and some gear, which is some great early game progression right there. I don't have enough film, but I can get enough. Oberon. No. Alright. So, Gustin here is a great in-game priest. Kind of fell off with the 15 round limit kind of being null now, but he's still a great priest. Oberon, the mage, he's one of those heroes that you wouldn't really focus on until end game when you just have a whole team of him, even if they're at like 100 5-star. They make great filler heroes for things like IDA and now Guild Wars where you need multiple teams. And then Chathuga, one of the best E5, first E5s that is, later to be regressed because he's great in PvE and PvP, and then he falls off mid to late game once others have E5s if you're focusing on PvP. But otherwise, PvE, you might as well regress him or something just to get rid of him because he does not become that great later on. But if he's a starter for you, not bad. So of course we're gonna get them. Alright, so I need one more priest for each. I think I have that in my bag. So go ahead and summon one of these guys. And then who am I looking for? I actually don't have a priest for the Shadow faction. So we're going to go ahead and clear up some more backspace by accepting these guys. Fail. Yeah, because I need faceless copies for 10-star incur in the future to make more food. And then we're going to try our luck with some 4-star shards, and hopefully we get lucky. And we do. We get that one copy that we needed. So, with that done, we're going to go ahead and get rid of the lamb here. Alright, sweet. So that's an extra 20 dice we get from doing these shelter missions. Light and Dark is not looking very strong this go around. For any Light and Dark, you gotta trade 2 5-star fodder, which is not worth it. And you also gotta use 2,000 gems, uh, which is also not worth it for either of these two. You don't get any armor or uh, dice for this, so I would just look over Light and Dark. Don't even worry about it. And then, of course, last event is Grey Dwarf's Blessing, which you can trade in armor uh, to get the higher quality one for gold and gems. Avoid this first one. If you're new to the server and you need some better gear, this doesn't hurt, but later on you're better off just fusing armor to make the next tier for this first one, and then you can use these last two every time. So yeah, just avoid this first one. Aim for these two, which is great for these class-specific gear. So if you're working on your first E5, which is either Horse, Penny, even Delacium, a couple others I forget, Chathuga, just go ahead and pick up some gear for them for their class. Um, Otherwise, if you don't have the gems or gold, save it for the next one. So let's go ahead and do Ems Adventure. We got 54 dice. So what we're going to try and do is land on these starry mushroom huts as often as possible. So then we can upgrade our stars every time we pass them, and that way it's easier to progress through the board, as well as hopefully land on the lucky hut once so we can get our lucky dice and start to do that for some free. But this is a great start already. Basically free dice. Sadly, didn't land on that mushroom hut. And if we had the lucky dice, we can just go ahead and land on that lucky dice. But sweet, we got that upgraded. Slowing us down, picking it back up. I'll take that any day. Alright. Trick card. Ah, backwards. Low number. I can accept. Alright. We're getting kind of unlucky here with these starry huts. Hopefully. Sweet, we got our lucky dice. That's gonna help a lot when we get closer. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically, this is just free dice rolls right here. Free movement. I want to land on those mushroom huts more. This is kind of unlucky. Let's go with this one. You'll get double stars next time you pass or stop at a starry mushroom. So hopefully we get this one. We do not. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, we are just not landing on these mushroom huts. Alright, there we go. Got one. 6. Now I'm gonna chance it with that karma hut. Alright, sweet. Making some more progress here. I'll put this one. Power card. Oh, sweet. Random workshop goes up. Spirit 1 went up. It's kind of a bummer. 1, 2, 3, 4. At least all of our huts are at level 2. Level 3 hut. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Don't need that one upgrade anymore. It's kind of a bummer. 1, 2, 3. We're just gonna keep on landing on that one. Alright. With this karma hut, we want an even number so we can move forward. An odd number makes us move backwards. The downside with this is even if we do move backwards, we don't get any rewards of whatever we landed on. And we can't use our lucky dice here to get us out because 5 is odd, so we'll move backwards instead. That's unfortunate. Alright, so we can skip past this. Give us another 2. Bummer. there. Alright, sweet. I'm gonna take a chance as long as it's higher than 2, which it is. Alright. Sweet, another extra free dice. So now we just have one more hut that's not level 3. Alright. Well, made it decently far. Not great. I was hoping to get to this 140 chest. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about these rewards. So, first one is 10 heroic summon scrolls, which is great. 110 elite shards, great. The limited skin selection chest, ugh, English. So in here are a bunch of skins, including the new Unimax skin. Well, it's not really new, but it's new to this chest. So whatever heroes you're working on, this is an excellent way to save your relics for the skins that you want, because this is basically free skin every month. So you can get whatever you want for your hero. So if you're working on a horse, you can get the steampunk version. If you're working on Penny, you can get her infinite joy, and so on and so on, just depending on who you're working on. Next, you got the 6-star puppet selection chest, which is great free food. So if you're trying to either make food or if you're trying to progress a hero that you're using, this is a great source of free food. Even if you're using CI Adventure to get your other food. And then this hero selection chest, which finally has Sherlock in it if you are building him up. Otherwise, if you're still working on your first E5, grab whatever copy you need to get the copies you need to make them E5. Or if you're just so far ahead and you are working on food and you already got the copies you need, it's really up to you if you want to save this chest for whatever next year you want to E5, or if you're building a 10-star Melassa and you want to make her a 10-star and you need this last copy, then this I can agree with using to get a food hero. Only if you have everything you need right now. Like if that's like the only thing holding you back from your E3 or E5, definitely get that then. Otherwise, don't even bother with it. And then if you're lucky, you can get to this material selection chest number 2. If you are trying to get that Grey Dwarfs armor, that 100 mil gold right there will get you all set. All you need is the gems. Spirit if you're hurting on it, so I don't think anyone that is free to play or low VIP will really hurt on Spirit ever. Only reason why you would be hurting on Spirit is if you rushed. So basically a whale. They'll be hurting on Spirit. Promotion stones, not really looking towards getting that ever from this chest. That's another thing that you should never be hurting on. Magic dust, if you're working on getting the right stone for your first E5, and I mean your first E5, do not worry about getting the right stone, because you can go through millions of gold, hundreds of millions of gold, trying to get the right stone. Make sure you E5 them first. You have all the gold set for them to be at the max level. Otherwise, do not worry about dust. Monster souls and chaos stones for upgrading your monster. If you already have your E5 hero done and you are just smoothing and sailing and whatever you want to call it, and you're not struggling with anything, then you can go ahead and start looking at these. But as low spending players, grab that gold. It's going to help you in a lot of things. And then, of course, if you spend a bit of money, that 30-star jump to get this light dark selection chest. It's great if you're working on your first light or dark hero. Otherwise, you're probably not going to make it to this chest spending no money on this event, unless you're really lucky. And then, of course, this universal 9-star puppet chest, which I don't even know why there's even an option. And 9-star food is 9-star food. It doesn't matter what faction it is. But yeah, these two are out of reach usually, more than 9 times out of 10. If you're really lucky, you might get to this like selection chest. It's been done. But normally you will make it to either the 5-star selection chest or the material selection chest. Um, Other than that, I think that's about it. Um, yeah, so make sure you do these shelter missions. Make sure if you got the gems to spare, you buy all 30 dice so you can progress further, get more rewards. The gem to reward value is great in my opinion. Make sure you only use lucky dice to land on the lucky dice hut. If it's the last day of the event, then you can use it however you want to progress even further on the board, or if you want to land on certain materials. But other than that, if you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you want to continue supporting me, make sure you subscribe so you can catch every video I post. But other than that, take care and stay beautiful.